Hi Capricorns, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. I'm starting to, from now on, expect me on Tuesdays. It's going to be Tiny Turtle Tarot Tuesdays, so that's how you remember it. And yeah, I like it. It's got more schedule to it, so you know when to find me. And yeah, as always, if anything I say resonates, please let me know by liking and subscribing. That was a terrible shuffle. Let me try that again. That's better. Okay, what's going on with Capricorns for their week ahead? Okay. I'm feeling a confidence boost instantly. So it's as if out with the old, in with the new. If you felt like your confidence was not at its peak, or it felt like you were faking it, it felt like you were having to pretend you were confident, there's like this authentic confidence coming to you in the week ahead where you just like, you're more you, is the only way I can put it. So yeah, if you felt like you had to mirror, oh, got something in my eye. If you felt like you had to mirror other people's like personalities, this could just be like, there's a sense of a little bit of social anxiety, but it's gone. In this week ahead, you're like conquering it. You're going to be more you than you've been in a while without worrying about other people's perception of you. You're just like, I don't care. I'm happy. It's very nice. So that was the King of Wands coming out and the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords came out first and then King of Wands. So there's like the only way is up. And this is, swords symbolize thoughts as well. So it's almost, I just heard correct, which is really weird. So it's almost like in the past, from now on, you're just doing what feels correct and right for you. Whereas in the past, you might feel like you did things wrong. It doesn't really matter. It's in the past. From now on, you're like, I'm a King of Wands. Man or woman doesn't matter. You're just in this energy of confidence. And like, I just heard security. Like you're secure in your own. This is very much personality based. If it's like a certain aspect of your personality has been hidden, it's not going to be anymore. What else is going on with Capricorn? The Death card. The Death, wow, that's the major for the Ten of Swords, so that's cool. So it's big stuff. So it's on a small, there's on a small scale of you kind of ending a way of communicating with other people and coming into the personality and the person you wanted to be for a while but lacked the confidence to fully be. Like I'm getting butterflies coming through, and that's obviously transformation, and that makes a lot of sense. I'm just seeing you like become the butterfly you were meant to be instead of the caterpillar that you've been being for, that's my caterpillar for some reason, instead of the caterpillar you've been for a while. With the Death card, it's a whole new world for you. What else? It's a whole new beginning. But the Death card is something bigger. This could be recently ending a relationship. This could be recently leaving a job, finishing school, whatever it is, leaving school, whatever it is, it's an end. And it was meant to be this way, I just heard. With Judgment coming out as well, that was, everything's as it should be. Even if it feels wrong, Five of Pentacles coming out, you might feel like you're in the wrong place at the right time. Didn't mean to say that, that was cool. Wrong place at the wrong time. Came out wrong place at the right time. So anyways, that was like two messages in one. Anyways, I was trying to say, you might feel like you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, but you're not. You're actually in the right place at the right time. And everything's being guided more than you realise with the Judgment card. Just make sure you keep going in the direction you feel called to go in with Judgment. Usually there's someone, oh, there is a trumpet there. So that trumpet, listen to that call of the trumpet. Listen to the call of your heart. As cheesy as that sounds, whatever it is you feel called to do or called to go to, do it. You're not wrong. Even if it feels, I just see someone showing up at a party for some reason. Like you're showing up to a party and you get there and you go, oh, this is a bad idea. But there's something about own it. With the King of Wands, own it. Like it's not a bad idea. You're there for a reason. There's a reason you're supposed to be at a certain place, even if you feel out of place. The Emperor, also on the bottom of the deck. Like you're Whoa, Two of Wands. You have a decision. So Judgment's decision, but I kind of skipped over the fact that Judgment can be a decision to make, a big decision. Judgment, cool. But Two of Wands came out and it landed right on top of Judgment. So it's like, remember, so Capricorn, there's going to be a big decision to make this week. Oh, Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck and the Hierophant. Someone might be returning. Hierophant is like committing to someone. And Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck was someone from the past. Someone wants to return and commit, or you want to commit to someone from the past. But with the Two of Wands, it's like making a decision whether or not it's a good idea. I'm getting something about a park coming through. I don't know if you used to meet someone at a park or something, but there's a park coming through. What else? Knight of Wands. Your decision is random hiccups. Oh, turned into a burp, pardon me. That was strange. Okay, a lot of energy trying to come out of nowhere. Two of Wands, this came out like this. Your decision is whether or not you trust this person coming back from the past, because there's a little bit of energy where you're thinking, for some reason, they might be a player. It's like, oh, they just want one thing. Because Knight of Wands is very passionate. It's not much else. It's passion, it's attraction, it's lust. It's very lustful. But that's kind of where it ends. And you have like a decision to make as to whether this is someone that would actually want to commit to you. And whether you'd want to commit to them. Let's see, let's find out more about the Knight of Wands. It doesn't have to, there might be more to them, but that's just how you're judging them. Especially with Judgment here, you might be very quick to judge, or this person has been to you. Oh, your card came out. The Devil, Capricorn. So yeah, you might have like a habit of, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, because everybody does it sometimes. You might have a habit of seeing like the worst in people in order to protect yourself from being bamboozled. I don't say bamboozled, so that's a weird word to come through. But yeah, you might like immediately, the second you see someone make snap judgments, but then stick it to them. I don't know why I'm just seeing someone put like sticky notes on everyone's head around them. So you might be playing that game, whatever it's called, like Heads Up or something. Because anyways, might be another sign that it's still reading, but getting off track here. What I was trying to say is you might make snap judgments, especially when it comes to like dating or people around you that you're interested in, because with the Devil coming out and the Knight of Wands and the Two of Wands, it's like you, and the Judgment card here, you're quickly deciding, nope, they've got bad intentions, nope, don't trust them, nope. And it's like, once you put this judgment on them, once you put that sticky note on them and say, no, not for me, nope, not for me, it's just like, every time you do that, there's no room for them to change, which I kind of admire. I kind of admire your, what's the word? Not stubbornness. Can't think of the word though. I kind of admire that. That's very strong. You've got very strong energy, but it also probably comes from a place of being very disappointed by people in the past that you thought had genuine kind of Hierophant intentions, like long-term potential, and they turned out to just be Knight of Wands, because now you immediately go, nope, they don't want long-term, nope, getting a bad energy. Like there's just very quick, like very picky energy, but I also, again, I admire it for some reason, like good for you, but also I think this might make you feel a little bit lonely, especially with the Five of Pentacles coming out. That's feeling a little bit alone. And a little bit like you're lacking a committed thing with the Hierophant on top of the Five of Pentacles. Like you would prefer to be in a stable, solid, grounded, long-term situation, but you also, I'm hearing you're playing it safe, but that might be a bit harsh. It's almost just like you, with the Devil, I think you might have been in toxic situations before, so now you can smell it from a mile away. Just a little bit of like, because everybody has a little bit of toxicity in them. Nobody is perfect, nobody's an angel. And if they are, that's a bit of like a red flag, because you're probably not seeing their authentic self. So there's something coming through about, you see a little bit, like you get like a little bit of a whiff of, oh, that person might be a bit toxic. That's a bit of a toxic thing to do. Okay, no, scratch them off the list. Scratch them off the roster. But at the end of the day, they're human. I I'm not saying if someone's an absolute horrible person to give them a chance. I'm just saying to make sure you're using your own judgment from your highest self and not out of a place of fear of being hurt like you have been in the past, if that makes sense. Because there's somebody coming in that it's like you immediately cloak them. You immediately cloak them in the idea of, no, I just heard too good to be true. Like, it's like, nope, too good to be true. If you look like that, especially with the devil here, it could be someone quite vain or something, and they really like take care of their looks, because the devil is usually like the ego card, so they might be quite egotistical. They might always look very nice, and it's like, ooh, red flag. Like, I don't know, but whatever this energy is, don't cloak someone. Why do I keep saying cloak? Don't deem someone as, don't label them too quickly, because there's actually a lot more to them. There's like a whole like story that you wouldn't expect to come from them, if that makes sense. There's a lot more to them than meets the eye, and I think it would be quite surprising. So 5 of Cups coming out now, and the Page of Wands. So like there's discovery, there's a journey to go on that you're gonna regret not taking. Because now you have Knight of Pentacles. Oh, different energy. You got 2 people. You got 2 people with their eye on you, at least. What else? Page of Swords. You got 3 people. All completely different energies. So, because you got swords, you got knights, you got wands. What I'm seeing is a lack of emotion. You might also tend to be drawn to people that aren't very emotional. Like, I don't know why, it's like emotions make you uncomfortable. The Tower though, I'm getting this energy that there's going to be an end to the idea that emotions make you uncomfortable, because we got 5s a lot here. 5s are change. Not only are 5s change, you have the Tower, which is huge transformation. I did say a butterfly earlier, right? The Tower, whoa, massive transformation that's going to just happen. This like overnight. This is a split second, blink of an eye, huge transformation. But I'm feeling as if it's going to be to do with, it's almost like I knew where this was going, which is really strange, and now I've just lost it. So it's almost like you're not supposed to know what I was about to say. But with the Knight of Pentacles, there's somebody that's way better than the other options. There's somebody, and you know who I'm talking about if you're watching this. If you don't, it's not your reading. There's someone that stands out among the crowd that has caught your eye, but there's still a little bit of armor on you, and there's an armor on them. And this armor together, like there's no, like you both want to go beyond the armor, but you're both also bouncing off of the armor, like, oh, they're guarded, and then you go, oh, they're guarded, and then, oh, guarded, 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 and it doesn't go anywhere. So let's see what else. Hanged Man, like you both kind of, ooh, Knight of Cups. I said there was no cups. You had the knights, but you didn't have the Knight of Cups yet. I said there was no emotions, sorry. Now you've got the emotions, Knight of Cups. So right when, also notice that his like helmet, open. Everyone else's helmet is more like down. Well, it's not completely down, but it's just like, it just looks more open to me. Like you and this person, once you learn to open up to each other, you're sweet, but until you figure out how to open up to each other, it's gonna like, it's almost like one person's waiting for the other, and you're both very stubborn. You're like, I'm not gonna open up to them, and then they're like, I'm not gonna open up to Capricorn. They're like waiting for you to take the lead, and then you're waiting for them to take the lead, and nothing's moving, especially with that Hanged Man. Hanged Man is like nothing happening. Things are just hanging in the air until somebody has a change of mindset, or a change of the way that they're looking at things. So once one of you opens up, I'm getting something about fish coming through. Very strange. But once one of you opens up here, and it doesn't really matter which one, you'll be off. You'll be sweet. So now you have the Four of Cups coming out and Nine of Swords. There is a fear of rejection on both sides. So Four of Cups is rejection. Like, notice the Three Cups and then the fourth just in the air, like not being taken. It's like either being ignored or rejected. Somebody's just looking at an offer but not moving forward. And with the Nine of Swords, this is fear. Because a Nine of Swords is also fear of the past repeating itself. So if you've been rejected in the past, maybe even by this person or vice versa, there's a fear of that happening again. It's like, that can't happen again. That's already happened. I don't want that to happen to me again. Like, but it won't happen again. Like, if you know who I'm talking about, there's mutual feelings here. There's mutual feelings coming out all over this reading. There's a little bit of nervousness as well, that almost like, especially with the King of Wands here, you've got over the nervousness, but this person hasn't. Queen of Pentacles, the Strength card. Okay, there's also a lot of Pentacles about, so you might be very focused on work, or this person is, or both of you are, or there's just a lot of, I don't know what I'm doing with my hand, I forget that that's in the shot of the camera, sorry, pretend I'm not doing that, but there's a lot of focus on material assets. I'm feeling like it's on your person's side more than yours. And with the Strength card though, it's like they want to strengthen their material world in order to feel more strong mentally and emotionally. This person might be a little bit like, I was going to say fragile, but that sounds horrible. I don't know why, I just really don't want to say that word. But this person might be a little bit more sensitive, or yeah, I guess fragile is the only word I could have used. But with the Strength card, like, they are strengthening their emotion and their mentality by strengthening their material world, or like leveling out their job or something that somehow makes them feel more powerful. So if they've gone quiet, or vice versa, if there's been a High Priestess here gone quiet and the High Priestess comes out, it's almost like they've just been focusing on work in order to build their confidence. Knight of Swords, you have all four knights here now. All four. You have a lot of people interested in you. Four of Pentacles also. 444, lots of fours about. And I said there was a little bit, I said I admired your stubborn energy, and now we have Four of Pentacles coming out. So as much as I admire your stubborn energy, it is coming through very strongly in this reading. So it's kind of like, stop being stubborn. And with the High Priestess, like, you're biting your tongue and you're biting your time. Biting your time? There's something where you're really, really like, you're thinking that your patience will pay off, but it actually isn't. Especially with the Knight of Swords, this is speedy action, like looking at the High Priestess. So you might be very intuitive, very psychic, or this person is, but it's like watching. That Knight of Swords is like waiting to, I heard attack, but I don't mean attack in a bad way. I mean like waiting for, like, I'm hearing like the plan of attack. Some, like, you have a plan of attack, or they do, but it's like just kind of like waiting and waiting and waiting, sitting down. I'm hearing camping. So like when you're playing like Call of Duty or whatever, if you play Call of Duty, and you just camp in one place, like waiting for the action to come to you, it's not working for you. It's not working anymore. Like, there has to be a new plan of attack here. And I'm hearing, but Christy, I attract. I don't chase, I attract, Christy. What are you telling me? But there's a little bit of a need to somehow have a plan of attack and how you're going to move forward if you want to with this person. And that might not be you reaching out or you over giving, over communicating to someone that doesn't want to communicate. But there's just, what is this trying to tell you? This is like, Eight of Cups, Six of Swords. Yeah, so, okay, I get it now. There's like this want to move on. You want to move on. You want to go on to the new. But that being said, with the Six of Swords, both of these cards are moving on and moving forward and moving into calmer waters and walking away from drama and things that don't serve you. But it's like you can't really do that until you've looked in all those cups. It's almost like you've got 4 knights around you, and you've not, that one last Knight of Pentacles I'm feeling. I think the Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Swords might even be the same person, but whoever it is, it's like you just need to try it. Like you don't know until you try it. There's something about like sipping this cup and then spitting it out if you don't like it. But there's something with the 6 of Swords, like moving forward. You're not going to be able to move forward with peace of mind unless you know you actually tried your hardest. Because I'm feeling like there's one little way left. It's like one little thing, whatever this is. And then it's like you just need to say your piece. And if it doesn't go your way, you can walk away. And it might go your way. Like, I'm feeling good energy around this. But if it doesn't, you know that you can walk away and know that you did what you could do with all that you had. If that makes sense. So even, this is really strange because I don't usually say this. It's like I attract, I don't chase. They'll come to you, don't chase them. But I'm not telling you to chase them. I'm just saying, like, there's a little bit of lack of communication and stubbornness. And it's like, both people are waiting for each other to communicate. And if that is your situation, there's something where it's just like, just say your piece and get ready to go. Get ready to walk away. Just go, yep, I just wanted to say it. And because it's almost like if you expect nothing from this, that's the energy. It's almost like you're expecting nothing from it anyway. Especially with the 10 of Swords being your first card out. It's done. It feels done. But you also have something you need to get out of your system. And then you can walk away freely. So just say what you need to say. And then walk away. I don't know why it's come through. It's a very, like, it just keeps repeating. Say what you want to say. Say what you want to say. Say what you want to say. So make sure you say what you want to say. And yeah, let me get you one more card. What's your other advice? What's another card of advice for Capricorn in the week ahead? Justice. The Emperor. Oh, okay. So fair outcome. Your advice is to act from the higher self. So if you've watched this reading and gone, Christy, that's terrible advice for my specific situation, make sure you ignore me completely. Come back next week. Check your moon sign and your rising. But if this has resonated with the Justice card here, make sure you act in your highest light, because there also might be, with the Devil coming out, your ego might affect this. So it's something about the way you're communicating like there might be more you want to say, or there might be a better way to say it, but you choose to, I just heard breadcrumb. Now again, this can be your person's energy, but I feel like there's a little bit of a need for you to kind of let it all out. And once you say it and you let it all out, at least you did it in the best way possible with the Justice card here, and not just, like, I'm just seeing someone messaging someone, hey. But there's a need to actually, like, out of ego, out of fear that it's going to be left on red or that they're going to be ghosted. So that might be someone messaging you that, and you're like, that's not enough. What's the point of that? Or like waving at you, like the emoji, the wave emoji, and you're like, what's that for? That's not enough. Please explain yourself. But if it's you, then with Justice here, it's like, make sure from your perspective, you're saying more than that. If that makes sense. Make sure you don't feel called just to wave at them or just to say hey, because actually say what you need to say and then go. It's almost like skip to the point. I just heard skip to the good part. Skip straight to the point. If they don't reply, cool, done, walk away. And if they do, even better. Even better, there's a conversation that needs to be had here. And there's a lot to be resolved, okay? And again, just know that it can't go wrong with the Justice card here. You can be gonna move forward, move on, or you're gonna actually like move forward with them, with the Justice. This could be marriage down the road if that's something you're wanting. Like, this is gonna go, like, I just keep wanting to say to you, this can't go wrong, because it's almost like you're ruminating on someone, and you're ruminating on someone, you're ruminating on them, like waiting and waiting and sitting still, when you could be like skipping to the part where you communicate, figuring out, oh, okay, this isn't something I want, or this is something I want, and then moving forward. Like, it's just a need to like get going. Like, I want to push you, just push you. So if there's something you felt called to do but your ego is like, oh, I can't do that. Or something about double texting. I can't double text. Or I don't know, just do it, who cares? Like that's such a silly rule. Or if they only send like little things, I'm just getting something about just say what you want to say. Just send them a paragraph. And if they don't answer, then that's your final thing. They clearly don't care. Sorry to tell you. But if they do, then you can get on with it. I don't know. I'm getting something about a bike. When I did this, I don't know why, it just made me think this thing about bikes is significant for some of you. Or like get on your bike and go. This reading kind of frustrates me a little bit because it's all the opposite of what advice I would usually get of like, don't talk to them. If they're not going to communicate with you, what are you doing communicating with them? But there's like a need to just try something. I'm seeing you pushing like a button on like in a car, and you're in a car and it's got a button, but it doesn't have a sticker on it. And you're like, what does this do? And you'll sit there staring at it like, oh, I shouldn't touch it because like I don't know what it's gonna do. But then eventually you go, why not? And you do it, and it's like, oh, it's the air conditioning. Cool. I don't know, it's like, cool, get it? Air conditioning? Sorry. But yeah, like just press the button and then cool, it'll be your answer. No answer is an answer. This has been a long babble about the same thing. Hopefully I title it right, so you know right from the title whether this is your reading and you don't watch this whole thing in disappointment if it hasn't resonated. But I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thanks so much for watching. If it resonates, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next Tuesday.